Hey, um, I'm a bit late as per usual, but we're doing this. I've tried, sorry, there are men outside my apartment working and it's distracting the cats. Um, we tried something different, and rather than use it up most of the video um, to shuffle and um, do that whole thing. I have done that off camera. Just trying it out. If you don't like it, whatever. I'll go back to doing it the way that I usually do. But we're gonna see how this goes, and maybe this will lead to like a much shorter video. I don't know. Probably. So let's jump into it. So, Abby, what are you doing? So the first card that we have here is the Three of Wands. I think we had this the last time. I think so. So the Three of Wands, and this came on the upright. So the Three of Wands means that whatever it is that you've been working on, what you've been prepping for, is well on its way. That you see the opportunities that are in front of you, and that you recognize that there could be more coming towards you. This is your chance. This is where you should be thinking extravagantly, thinking dream bigger than what you would dare to normally dream, because at this point, what's going to stop you? And well, you're probably thinking of this realistically, and that's totally cool. You should think realistically. You see the possible obstacles in your way, and you are already prepared for it. You're already ready for whatever comes your way. This is a really good omen. It is a positive card. It's just the positive possibilities that are in your coming future. As you can see, this is here, very colorful, super gay. It's just the unknown. It's just an unknown portal or a place that you haven't been yet. So you got this. Go for it. So, man, that was really good. That was your pass. Whether it's way a little bit further in the past or your more your closest past. Your present is held by the Nine of Pentacles. And again, this is a really good card. The Nine of Pentacles is kind of like a fruits of your labor kind of thing. Ooh, that is so bright. It's kind of like a fruit of your labor kind of thing. And you are in a place, because pentacles are fairly literal. Pentacles signify like coinage. It's like wealth, financial independence, financial wealth, whatever. It's finances. So when you get the Nine of Pentacles, it just kind of says that, like, you've got your ducks in a row and you finally achieved a stability that you've been searching for as far as, like, your finances go. You've worked really hard and you're in a comfortable space right now. And yeah, that's pretty much it. When you get Pentacles, it's basically just about money for the most part. It could be, this isn't as common, but it could just be also, because in my card, you know, you've got feathers all around. It could signify some kind of nature. So it could be that you are in tune and in peace with your surrounding environments, like literally meaning you could be out in, you could be out doing gardening or planting flowers, something outside that you would be able to just admire the beauty of nature. It could just be that you are going out and going for more walks. You could just be, you could be bog stomping and just enjoying that. It could be any of these things, really. That is for you to determine. Gallifrey. Bruh. Okay. Gallifrey's gonna join me for this last card. It must call to him or something. I don't know. Bro, you're ruining my shot. Okay. So, this last card is the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups in my deck, is a horse that's looking down. It looks kind of sad and sullen, but you've got these 5 cups above. You've got these 5 cups above them. And what that means is, I think you've also gotten this card before, which, what's going on? Basically what it just means is that it could be a couple of things. It could be that you were hoping a situation would be different, and it didn't turn out the way you'd wanted to, and you're kind of sulking about it. You're sad or disappointed or whatever. And instead of going, okay, well, you know, that's just how life is, you're choosing to kind of like sit in that sadness, and he's purring, and you're choosing to like sit in that sadness and wallow a little bit, and that's not good for you. That is not at all what I want for you. And you have a choice. You can move on, pull yourself up, and, you know, find a better experience or live a better life, or you can continue to wallow and feel sadness and depression and bitterness about things that have happened in the past. That is always an option. It's not a healthy option. It's not a good option. It's not an option that I think you should choose. But it's an option. We all have options. It's kind of like you're in a it frustrates me when someone's in a tough situation. They're just like, well, I didn't really have an option. What did you want me to do? There are always multiple options. Many of them are not good. and you shouldn't choose them, but they're still an option. Or yeah, no, that's really what it is. It's just there was something happening in your past that disappointed you. You didn't let it go. And it's still impacting you. And that's no good. You gotta do what you gotta do to make sure that you can get over this. Whether it's forgiving someone, forgiving yourself, talking the issue over with the person who has disappointed you or made you sad. If it's not a safe situation to talk to that person, then just like making it right within yourself, because self-acceptance and self-forgiveness is just as important as dealing with outside relationships. And going from there, because you had two really great cards in your past and your present. What's going on? Whatever's happening in your future, whether it's your most recent future or like way off, don't let yourself get there. Don't let yourself get to this past, because like, come on, dude. Look at this horse. Look at his face. He's so sad. Don't be a sad horse. Deal with your struggles with other folks or within past experiences, and say, okay, you know what? That was an experience I had. I'm not going to let it define me. I'm not going to let it control me anymore. And do what you got to do to let it go. One of my favorite things to do when I've got an issue is, and I'm going to go down the witchy path a little bit, is I either take a physical representation of what the issue is, who the issue is, or I just write down their name or I write down the problem, and then I burn it. And I'm not saying that's going to fix all your problems. I'm not even going to say it's going to fix it even a little bit. But I always feel better, for me, personally. So maybe that particular... excuse me, hiccups. Maybe that particular suggestion won't work for you, but there might be something else that does. But you won't know unless you try. You're only letting yourself down if you don't try. So, sounds to me like you've got a choice here, and you need to make a decision on how you're going to react and what you're going to do, and how you're going to let other people impact you. Let me know what you want to do.